Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your go-to destination for fearless political commentary, honest analysis, and deep dives into the ever-shifting South African political landscape. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you're always first to know when breaking stories hit. Today's episode is nothing short of explosive. We are unpacking the dramatic fall from grace of former Umkhonto we Sizwe MK Party Secretary General Floyd Shivambu, and the bizarre, almost unbelievable allegations that led to his removal. From accusations of plotting a coup against Jacob Zuma, to claims about accumulating supernatural powers to make people disappear, this story has everything: power, paranoia, political theater, and an emerging rebellion. Let's break it all down. On Thursday, June 19, Floyd Shivambu stepped forward in a media briefing in Midrand, Gauteng, to finally share his side of the story regarding his controversial ouster from the MK party. He pulled no punches. According to Shivambu, the central reason for his removal from the party was a rumor, yes, a rumor, that he was plotting to overthrow party president Jacob Zuma. Just think about that for a moment. The man who served as Secretary General, one of the most senior and influential roles in any political organization, is ousted based on whispers and gossip, not evidence, not due process. Shivambu revealed that this wild accusation was backed up by an alleged intelligence report. But not just any report. According to him, the document included claims that he was not only raising funds to remove Zuma, but that he was also accumulating supernatural powers to make people disappear. Yes, you heard that correctly. Supernatural powers. These are not allegations from a satirical cartoon or fringe conspiracy theorists. These were reportedly used as the basis to justify removing a senior leader in a political party that's trying to position itself as a serious force in post-ANC South Africa. This incident paints a picture of an internal culture deeply mired in paranoia, factional warfare, and what can only be described as a descent into political absurdity. Shivambu didn't stop there. He exposed that his removal was officially justified as a serious breach of political discipline, specifically citing a trip he made to Malawi to visit the church of controversial fugitive Shepherd Bushiri. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Shivambu insists that Jacob Zuma was fully aware of the trip. According to him, this wasn't some secretive or defined journey. It was known, it was disclosed, and it was intentional. So why was it suddenly a problem? Well, Shivambu believes it was simply a convenient excuse. A trip that could be spun into a disciplinary offense and used to eliminate him from the leadership structure. He further explained that during this visit, some of his political enemies seized the opportunity to smear his name, accusing him of being anti-Palestine just because the church displayed an Israeli flag. In his own words, he didn't even notice the flag and thought it was just one of many international flags surrounding the church. But in the volatile world of South African politics, where foreign policy positions are deeply symbolic, this was used to further paint him as ideologically compromised. At this point, we have to ask, what's really going on in the MK party? It seems clear that Floyd Shivambu's removal was not just about a trip or a flag. It was part of a larger power struggle playing out behind the scenes. Whether it's Zuma's loyalists consolidating control, or rival factions jostling for dominance in a fast-growing political platform, one thing is undeniable: the MK party is far from united. And yet, despite being removed from his powerful role, Shivambu is not going quietly into the political night. Far from it. In fact, he announced during the briefing that he is currently involved in a consultative process with like-minded individuals, exploring the possibility of forming a new political party. That's right. The man who helped shape both the EFF and MK is now eyeing a third act in his political career. But unlike the usual political breakaways that are often reactive and rushed, Shivambu says this process is deliberate, inclusive, and grounded in grassroots engagement. He stated that over the coming months, he and his allies will consult with ordinary South Africans, traditional leaders, and church leaders to ask a simple but powerful question: is there a genuine need for a new political party in South Africa? And if the answer is yes, the next step will be to define what makes that party different. What are its core values? What distinguishes it from the ANC, the DA, the EFF, and even the MK party? Shivambu's approach here signals a deep understanding of South Africa's political fatigue. Voters are tired of empty slogans. Tired of corruption. Tired of leaders who talk left and walk right. What people want now is authenticity, stability, and accountability. Interestingly, Shivambu still considers himself a member of the MK party, for now. He's essentially daring the leadership to expel him for daring to listen to the people. If the MK party believes that listening to people violates the constitution, so be it, he said. That statement alone is a political hand grenade. It's not just a personal defense. It's a broader challenge to the party's democratic credentials. If consultation, listening, and dialogue are seen as offenses, what kind of leadership model is MK offering South Africans? A commandist, top-down style with no room for dissent? Or is there still hope for a more open, tolerant internal culture? Shivambu's experience is more than just another chapter in the soap opera of political infighting. It's a mirror reflecting the dysfunction, fear, and ideological drift that plagues many of our political institutions. Whether it's within the ANC, EFF, or MK, the common theme is clear: personal power often takes precedence over principle, and those who question authority are quickly labeled threats. But this is also a moment of opportunity. If Shivambu does launch a new movement, one rooted in transparency, participatory decision-making, and ideological clarity, it could shake up the 2026 elections in a big way. Especially if it connects with young voters, independent thinkers, and communities that feel politically homeless right now. Of course, the road ahead won't be easy. Shivambu will face scrutiny over his past, including his time in the EFF and his links to controversial financial scandals. He'll need to demonstrate that he's genuinely committed to reform, not just repositioning himself after being sidelined. But love him or hate him, Floyd Shivambu has always been a political force to watch. And if his latest moves are anything to go by, he's far from finished. What do you think, South Africa? Was Floyd Shivambu the victim of a political witch hunt? Or is he simply repackaging himself after losing power? Can his new consultations lead to a viable new party, or is this just more noise in an already crowded political field? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more fearless analysis, and share this with others who follow South Africa's political drama. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you next time.